Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have some really interesting news for you guys. But first, before we get started in on that, I would like to thank each and every single one of my subscribers for helping support the channel. And I definitely do appreciate all the views. I definitely do appreciate all the likes, comments, and so forth. I do have my live chats open if anybody would like to participate. Just please be respectful to not only myself, but to my moderators and all my other viewers as well. So, I just received some news earlier today. This is about Jake Paul's career and the fight that was supposed to be coming up as of November 11th of this year at AT&T Stadium down in down in I'm wanting to say Fort Worth, Texas, but I could be wrong. But no, Arlington, Texas. Excuse me. So Jake Paul will no longer be allowed to fight because of some illicit substances that were used. I'm not going to get further into that detail because privacy issues. So, hey sis, and just to let you guys know that there will be no returns or anything like that. So if you want to find out some more information about what I'm talking about right now, I have it linked in the description below. Feel free to take a look at that if you like. And let me know what your thoughts are, guys. So there was supposed to have been a fight scheduled for November 11th between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, but the CSC, known as Combat Sports Commissions, have actually I'll just put it this way, guys. The gauntlet has been thrown. So anyway, with that being said, Jake Paul's career is completely over. There is no more. So every victory that he had, he will be stripped of all. So there is news out there, but you guys can probably look that up on YouTube as well, because Jake Paul got himself in some very serious hot water. It's unfortunate. So, but anyway, guys, I do have my laptop next to me, just to verify. Because I did say that I would bring that probably sometime on this live. But anyway, take a look at the headline itself, and I'm sure you guys would be devastated. But Mike Tyson, as a professional fighter, a man of integrity. Mike, if you're watching this, huge shout out to you, man. I definitely respect exactly everything that you've done throughout your whole entire boxing career. But I definitely have to give credit where credit's due. Mike Tyson turned around and walked out and said he wasn't going to do it. So, huge shout out to you, Mr. Tyson. Huge shout out to you. And right now, I don't really have any other further news to add to this as well. But as far as as far as the fighting thing goes, that just completely blew me out of the water, guys. I'm not even gonna lie about that. It literally blew me out of the water. So anyway, it is what it is, right? But how's everybody out here doing today? So we have my moderator here in the chats. If anybody else would like to participate, I do have my live chats open, so you guys are more than welcome to join in if you like. So I hope everybody's enjoyed their day. I'm so sorry to be the pallbearer of bad news about the fight that was supposed to have taken place, but evidently, once again, guys, due to unforeseen circumstances, they actually had to cancel the fight, and it's not looking good for Jake Paul. So I figured I'd just go ahead and let you guys know that. So this was not originally going to be part of my live stream today, guys. So I do bring different types of news and details directly to the channel. So if I happen to find something out before you guys do, I will definitely let you guys, the viewers, know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, or feel free to join the live chat. Sorry, guys, my nose is itching. But anyway, like I said, it is what it is. So I simply digress, but I'm also going to revert my attention over to another topic. So, how's everybody out here holding up? I mean, if you guys would like to, if you guys are interested in wanting to join the chats, like I said, I do have my live chats open. They're open to the public. So if anybody would like to partake in full conversations, it's fine by me. I have nothing against it. So today I'm actually ready to proceed with today's news. And just to let you guys know, something else completely different. I'm out of coffee. Matter of fact, I just finished up the last of what I had shortly before the stream. So if you guys have anything that you would like to add to this, feel free to do so. And the only thing that I ask is everybody please keep all chats professional on here, because I really don't want to have to remove anybody or have to time anybody out. So anyway, moving on. But like I said, guys, if you have anything that you would like to add in here, if you guys would, if this is your first time joining in and you would like to join the chats, I welcome everybody on here. In case you guys are wondering, Dawn is in fact my moderator. I also have a couple other ones. Busy Beto, I also have her. I also have that person as a moderator. I have Chris Prater as a third moderator. I think I've got like five. I think I've got like 4 or 5 mods on here, guys. So I'm with things going the way that they're going. If you guys have been trying to get a hold of me earlier today, I simply would like to convey my apology because I have been really busy trying to get this content set up for you guys. So if you guys would like to, like I said, if you guys want to join the chats, feel free to do so. Don't be shy. How many other people do we have also in the chats as well? I see that Sis is already here. I noticed her earlier when she popped in. And shortly after the stream, Sis, I will be giving you a call, and hopefully you're not too busy. And if you are, I'll try back another time. So maybe adjust my camera here, guys. There we go. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing with my computer. Not sure exactly what type of thing I'm going to be getting into live stream wise. I know I should have been a little bit more prepped and ready for this, but just haven't really had time to get set up for it. I know it's kind of pressed for time, but hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day, that just kind of gives me a little bit more of an open opportunity to prep for this weekend. Oh, and also I do also like to convey my apology for the last live stream, guys. I did not tell you exactly when I go live. My live streams are Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes they last longer than that. So just kind of giving an estimated time because usually when I get done with this live stream, I try to have a live stream set up for the next live, for the next time I get on to my YouTube channel. So, okay, so today is Saturday. I will be live streaming again Tuesday, same time, same channel, but I'm sure y'all probably already knew that. So if you guys have any information that you would like to add in here, by all means, feel free to join the chat, guys. This is what we're here to do. We're just here to have fun, kick back, relax, and enjoy life. Even if some people are having a hard time, it's always good to have a sense of humor. So how's your day going so far, sis? Hopefully your day was going pretty smooth. But if not, feel free to leave it over here in the live chats, or if you want to add that to the comments after the live stream, you can do that too. Just to let you guys know, I don't have an exact day set for when I'm doing my live streaming off my actual days that I do live stream, my regular Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But I'm still thinking about a day to where I can actually go in and do that because so far Saturday, no, not Saturday, Sunday and Monday, I think that kind of gives me a 48-hour setback, so it kind of gives me a little bit more time to get prepped. Either thinking about, oh, excuse me, guys. I'm actually thinking about doing that on either Sunday or Monday. I don't know. I just haven't really got a chance to figure out the rest of my schedule. But if and when that time does come, guys, I will definitely make a huge special announcement here on the channel. So then, therefore, you guys will actually be notified. And for all of you guys who have not yet got a chance to get subscribed, go ahead and get subscribed to the channel. Turn on your bell notifications. So therefore, you'll always stay up to date with all news here on this channel. Definitely a huge shout out to all my subscribers, my newest subscribers, all the way to my oldest subscribers. You guys are phenomenal, and you guys are also a legend. So anyway, guys, moving on to the next topic. Oh, I definitely will call you. Matter of fact, that'll be the first thing I'll do after I end my live stream. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. So anyway, what do you guys actually have in mind today? Just out of curiosity. Hmm. And I think also for part of my opening statement, I am going to be changing that. I'm going to be doing some random greetings at the very beginning. So it's not always going to be this exact same one that you see right here. So instead of saying hello everyone at the beginning of every single live stream, I am going to switch that up. I'm going to change it up a little bit, kind of make it a little bit more different and add a little character to it, hopefully. I still haven't got I still haven't gotten my thumbnails quite figured out, but it's in the mist, guys. It's in the works. So once I'm able to do that, fantastic. I will definitely be posting some thumbs or some. Oh my God, I will definitely be posting some thumbnails and probably some music in there. But I'll probably if I do put music in here, it will not be copyright, or at least I hope it wouldn't be anyway. So I think I'll just use what YouTube is actually offering when it comes to different musics or different sound effects and so forth. Another thing I'm going to be working on here in the near future is probably getting a better, well, I got a microphone built here, but probably work on getting a microphone. So if in case I do a podcast or something, I'm not constantly wearing my headset. So therefore, everything will be pretty much going accordingly, or at least that's what I hope to expect. Just to let you know, Carrie, if you do come on here, keep your personal business to yourself. If you make any type of derogatory remark, it will be removed from the chats. So just keep that in mind. And like I've said before, be respectful to myself, be respectful to my moderators and all my other viewers, because any negative comments or any remarks, that's a good way to get kicked out of the live. And thank you for the hearts, by the way. So, I mean, I don't mind if you're in the chats. That's fine. But If you have anything personal, keep it to yourself. I don't want to see it on the live because if there's any, like I said, any derogatory remarks being made, those remarks will be removed. And if it continues, then that person or whoever it is will be timed out for about 15 minutes. So, anyway, with that being said, it is what it is. So, oh, and by the way, for everybody who has an iPhone, a little bit of a special or not special announcement, but for those of you who don't know, if you have not yet updated to iOS 18, go ahead and go into your if and I'll explain this to you as I'm going with this. So if you guys have not got a chance to update to iOS 18, I do not recommend the download because, from my understanding, Apple has in fact been. Now I don't know if this is actually true or not. So this is kind of for like educational purposes, guys. So if you have not updated to iOS 18, fantastic. Because from my understanding, they are leaking information to the big tech corporations. So if you haven't updated to the iOS 18 yet, I strongly suggest you don't do that because that could be a breach of that could be a breach of your privacy. So what you would want to do is you would basically want to go into your settings and it says general on that. Hang on a second. Basically walk you guys through it. This is for iOS. This is not for Android. So you're going to want to go down to where it says general. You're going to click that and you're going to go to the second one down that says software updates. You're going to click that and you're going to see a banner across the screen at the very top where it says automatic updates. You'll tap that and you will see where it says iOS updates at the top and the bottom, but the middle one is already going to be off anyways. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how this is, how it's set up for iPhones and iPhone users. This is the page where you're going to want to go to automatic updates. So I'm going to back out of this and I'm going to take you guys directly into it again. You're going to go into your settings again, guys. Scroll down to where it says general. You'll click that. Second one down. Oh, wait a minute, wrong one. Hang on a second, let my phone do this. This is what you're going to want to click here, automatic updates. So your first and third are going to be on. If you have your automatic updates on, this top one and this bottom one will be on. This one right here, security responses, system files. That I do believe that will be automatically off. And another thing that you definitely want to, another thing you definitely want to do with that as well is when you go back to your main home page, you're going to want to scroll down to where it says privacy and security. You're going to click on that. And right here, location services. If you plan on using Siri, she probably won't respond to you because of your location services will be off. But that's not the point that I'm making, guys. Also down below where it says tracking. Hang on a second. For some odd reason my camera's not wanting to focus correctly. So you're going to see exactly where it says tracking here. So there we go. You're going to tap that and allow apps to request to track. Leave all those disabled because here's the whole entire plethora of all the apps. This is not directly just for my phone. No, this is not just for my phone. This is for all iOS users. So, and another thing too, guys, if you think that your phone has been hacked, I'm going to show you another easy step to check to see if it has been or has not been. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down here. You're going to click on your profile name. You're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and if like right in here, if you see something down here that you do not recognize, tap on that and remove that directly from your device. Because if in fact you see something that's active, tap on that and it should give you the option to remove that device from your iPhone. So once you do that, another thing you're definitely going to want to do is you're going to go into your Apple Store. You're going to go in here and right up here in your search bar, you're going to type in oops. Phone Guardian. You're going to tap that. Nope, that's McAfee. This is the one that you're going to want to use because this is actually a VPN. And a VPN, in case you guys have no idea exactly what that is, a VPN is basically a virtual protected network. So that would basically keep all your information to you. Now, just note for the records, if you do activate Phone Guardian, you may not have access to Siri. Now, I'll tell you another way that you can restore all your chats with Siri. You don't have to go through any of the unnecessary items. So what you'll do is you'll basically go up to where you'll swipe over until you see Phone Guardian, press and hold the app, and delete it. And Siri will be completely 100% restored. So anyway, guys, I hope this video does in fact help you guys out. And if it does, you find this video to be very beneficial, do me a big favor, hit that thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so therefore you won't miss news here on the channel. But with that being said, without further ado, let's move on to the next topic. So, some other little advice that I have for you guys as well. Now, say for instance, if you do have issues with Siri, per se, if you're on iPhone or iOS and you're having issues with Siri, first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into your settings, scroll down until you see Siri. So once you see that icon for your AI, oops, I think I went a little too far. So here it is right here, Siri and searches. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to come down here to where it says Siri dictation history. So you'll click on that. You can pretty much delete that, or no. I'm sorry guys. Wrong one. Let's try this one again. So again, guys, hang on. I'm basically trying to multitask here. So this is kind of what's throwing me off a little bit. So I'm gonna go down, and I went too far again. So these would be in your primary apps. You're going to go here and you're going to look for Siri dictations. Once you find that, or what you can do is go through and clear out your whole entire AI history and then go back into, well, you don't actually have to back out, completely opt out of it. But sometimes that actually does, in fact, help with calibration, I do believe. So again, guys, I'm trying to keep my eyes on that and also kind of keep my eyes on what I'm doing as well so I don't hit the wrong thing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down to announcements, announce notifications. All right. I think, no, you don't go to the bottom. Well, since I can't find it there, I'm going to go through here. I'm going to type in Siri dictations, and it's not doing anything. Okay, I must be doing something wrong here. Oh, and by the way, you can even have your emails read to you through your AI. You can also have your text messages read back to you through your AI, which is artificial intelligence. I'm sorry, guys. I was on the wrong step here. So Siri responses, you're going to click there, and always show Siri captions. Always show. Okay, prefer spoken. No, you want to leave that on automatic, guys. Siri dictation history. Here we go. So that's already been, I've already wiped mine out. That actually does help with your artificial intelligence. So Siri responses, like I said, you definitely want to leave that automatic. And now if you're having issues with your apps your in-apps purchases. I'm also going to show you guys exactly how to take care of that as well. So if you're actually having complications getting something on your iPhone and you keep getting this notification, I'm going to show you how to fix that too. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go into here, scroll down, scroll back up, get your search bar, and go type in screen time. You're going to you're going to pull up your screen time here. You're going to tap that. Nope, that's not it. Screen time. And then you're going to come down to where it says content and privacy restrictions. You're going to click there. And if you have an iPhone, you'll click iTunes, which is the second one down. Always make sure that deleting apps. Okay, if Apple's actually deleting your apps and stuff without your consent, go click on to where it says do not allow. So you're going to open, no, not that one. You're going to tap here. You're going to click the do not allow option, and then you're going to hit back. And after you do all that, make sure that the top and the bottom one up here where my finger is, make sure that the top and bottom says allow, but make sure that the one in the middle says do not allow. So then therefore Apple cannot remove any apps from your phone without your prior consent. So again, guys, if you do that, you're definitely going to want to, there's multiple ways that you can do that. So I pretty much just showed you the easiest way. So again, in case nobody is in case you guys were looking somewhere else, go here. You can swipe up, swipe, whoops, too far. Then your search bar, you'll type in screen time. And again, it's this one right here at the very top. Just type in 3 letters, screen time. You'll come down to where it says content and privacy protection. You're going to click on that. And you're basically going through iTunes, so a lot of apps and features. That's the one you don't want. You want the one above that. So you don't want the one in the middle. This one right here where I'm tapping. iTunes and App Store purchases. And again, that pulls this exact same page right back up. And so every time you go into your App Store, or say for instance, if you have kids and they go to pick up your phone and they try to put an app on your device, that right there will actually prohibit them from being able to do so, because that's automatically going to require a password. So once you set up your password on your phone and somebody else goes to pick up your device, well, they're not going to have access to it because you're the only one that would actually have the password. Now, I'll show you something about the passwords on here. Usually what they'll do is they'll go up to like 6 digits, but you can drop them down to 4. 4 is at minimum. But it's like, I think it's like 6 to 8 different characters. So it's pretty interesting. My phone, all I got to do is pick it up, look right at it, bam, my phone unlocks. I don't have to enter no password or anything. Now, if somebody else tries to pick it up, my phone will not recognize my phone will not recognize their facial features. So then it would go access denied. So I actually have a two-step security system on my device. So there it is. My phone unlocked because my phone actually does have facial recognition. I do not have to hook my phone up to anything specifically. See that base unit right there? All I got to do, set my phone on it. Look at that, guys. Wireless charging. They did not start using wireless charging until they got to the iPhone 10. And thank you for the wonderful comment. Thank you for those kind words. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and pin your comment to the top. So therefore, your comment has been, and your comment has also been responded to. So hopefully all that information there for all you iPhone users out there who have no idea what to expect from different devices, or not different devices, but iPhone in general. So basically, I want to summarize something for you. So if you guys ever do happen to get an iPhone, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something here. Facial ID, passcode here. Okay, so here's what I can do. I can come down here to wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that the one that, wait a minute. Damn it. Notifications, no, that's the wrong one. Excuse me. Ah, here we go. I can turn my passcode off, or I could just cancel that. Hang on a minute. Now, if somebody tries to pick up my device, this is what they're going to come across. And now, since I turned my phone directly to me, my phone was actually able to recognize my face because I have my facial features already in my device. So anyway, if anybody has comments or anything they'd like to ask about iOS, have at it. If there's something I have an answer to, I'll be more than happy to assist you guys with whatever questions you may have. And just note for the records, I don't have the answers to everything specifically, but there are two main files in your I into an Apple phone or iPhone. You have the SSH files and you also have iFiles in there as well. So if those files are tampered with, that's asking for trouble. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you're basically opening your information to the dark web. So that would make it easier for hackers to be able to gain access to all your information plus credit card and so forth. Me, I'm not that type of person to do something like that. But just saying, it's best to be safe than sorry. So keep that in mind. So you can always go through your security settings. You can change your password. You can do this. You can do that. Very simple to do. And if you guys do have questions about that, fantastic. Is it is it the DLC or is it the new release? Because I'm pretty sure it's a DLC. Ah, that's I kind of expected that. So yeah, I've been around gaming. I've been doing this gaming thing for a couple of years, so I know what's DLCs and what are new releases. So, so there you guys. So there you go, guys. If if you ever want to get a chance to check to see if your phone has been hacked, now you exactly know what to do. And if you guys are having issues with that, you can always go back and play the video after the live stream and play it as many times as you want. So, and for Android, it's been a while since I've actually owned an Android, but God, it's been about 7 years now. I can't, no, 6 years. Because when I first got here, I actually had an Android. Then I went from Android back to iPhone. How many people on here can actually remember what their first cell phone was when they were of age to get one? Because I can actually remember the very first cell phone I had when I first got one. As a matter of fact, the phone that I had didn't even have internet on it. That's pretty bad. It just kind of had that like alarm clock display on it. So, and my phone kind of lit up like a greenish type color. But I'll tell you exactly what my first iPhone. I'll tell you exactly what my first cell phone was. I had the Nokia 918, guys, and then I had the Nokia 2150i. So good times, huh? As a matter of fact, I don't even think they even have those in production anymore. And even if they do have them, I don't even think that you'll be able to find a SIM card for one of those. Oh, kind of like a military radio type phone. Or was it one of those thick Motorola flip phones? Because God, I remember the old Motorola flip phones, the one that just flipped down, you pulled the antenna up. Man, man, man. Good times, guys. Good times. My honest opinion, I think we need to go back to those days. Cell phones with no internet. But here's the thing that I think, and for all of you guys that are out here, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Internet has basically taken over reading, writing, and arithmetics. It's not like it used to be. Oh, damn it, man. That was a good answer. I like that. I like that. Huge shout out to you, sis. Oh my God. Absolutely. I'm gonna definitely pin that comment. I'm probably gonna leave that up to the rest of the live stream. That was epic. Oh man, that was wow. I somehow kind of knew you was gonna say that. But yes, in all reality though, the internet on cell phones have basically taken over reading, writing, and arithmetic. And oh, one more I forgot to mention, language. And for those of you who are too young to even think about it, you guys aren't from my generation. Robert knows what I'm talking about. We're both Gen X. Man, I sure miss those days. And also on Windows 98. Do you remember the old? I don't know if you remember this or not, but were you around the old Oregon Trail when it was launched back for PC for Windows 98? Oh, come on, sis. I know you're not. Oh my God. You killing me. Oh, you're killing me here. That's funny. But yeah, blast from the past. My God. That's wow. Wow. And do you know until this, and damn, I was going to say, that's not it. Um, Windows today, believe it or not, is still actually using the exact same DOS system that they used back in Windows 98, but they just did multiple updates to it. Did you know that? Yeah, they're using the old DOS systems, but the DOS systems back in 98 were far much different. I don't know how many times they reworked Windows as Windows 98, 2000, 2002. Oh God. I'm gonna I'm basically gonna have to go back and look at all the old Windows files from when Windows first launched. But yeah, I think that's what they really need to do is take the internet off the cell phones and just go back to the old school values. Because I think that right there, and just eliminate all social media just on mobile devices. Just leave those available for PC, and going back old and kind of going back in the day too. MySpace, oh my God, AOL. God, I used to have a MySpace account, but shit, that's been years and years ago. I don't even know if I even still have that account. Probably not. In the game systems, yeah, like the Ataris and stuff like that. I remember I was in this group home before. I was in this one group home when PlayStation first came out, the real thick ones. I have actually rebuilt like I've rebuilt like two of them because I remember one of my memory ports wasn't functioning correctly, so I had to take my whole entire system apart, put put this piece here, put this piece here, put this piece here, and I had to like literally Frankenstein one back together. Oh, it was amazing. I never even been to school for it. I just basically started rebuilding PlayStations just on my own. But that was like, oh God, back in 2004, 2005, so, no, 2003. I think that was back in 2003 when I first started rebuilding PlayStations. So, God, I remember the old Ataris. I remember the old Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Sega CD. God, I remember all that. Nintendo, Super NES, all those. Yeah. I remember the old Game Sharks that they used to have for the old Nintendos. Talk about an ancient blast from the past. That's before, way before they started putting modems in it. Then they got switched over to Wii Plus and stuff, so forth. Between, I would say between Xbox and PlayStation, I don't even think Nintendo's even going to be able to keep up. because then they came out with the PSP. Let's see, it's PlayStation 1, thick one, the thin one. Then they came out with the PlayStation 2, the thick version. Then they came out with the thinner version. Then after that, I'm pretty sure it was, oh shit. I'm sure it was probably PSP, no, yeah, PSP, and I think now they have Game Switch out. They got all different. I can't even keep up with half of this. But back to but reverting back to what I was saying prior to that, I think that they should basically go back to taking all the internet off the cell phones and just go back to the old school values. Because that right there, people were less likely to slack in school because if they had a mobile device, they'd be sitting there doing this, text messaging their classmates, not paying attention to the schoolwork that sets them back another year. Uh-uh. I think that's pretty much where they need to just take internet, just plumb off cell phones. Now the MP3 players, they can keep those on there, but for actual internet, no. I mean, I think it would be more logical because if you think about it, when kids are in school and they just take all the internet stuff off the cell phones, just have an internet jamming device to where it jams the frequency of accessing the internet while on campus during class sessions. I think that right there would be even better. Internet and Wi-Fi jamming devices, I think, should be acceptable in schools. So then, therefore, people can actually be more focused on their schoolwork and be able to graduate to the next class or over to the next semester. But you get people in there in classrooms, they get on Instagram, Snapchat. I don't do that Snapchat garbage. I really don't have a use for it. I mean, I've got Facebook, I've got Instagram. I'm rarely ever on those accounts. But as you can see through many of my other, I think the latest video that I uploaded, when was that? April 12th, 2023. That was my latest. That was my that was one of my latest videos, but it had to do with politics though. But I don't bring that onto my channel. You already know that. So, so I mean, if you know, you know. If you don't, it is what it is. So anyway, hopefully hopefully in the near future, they'll probably do away with internet in schools and stuff like that. So, like I said, people will be more involved in their schoolwork than they would be going online because with the internet and Wi-Fi frequency jamming systems, I think that right there would be okay in my book. And that right there would also help cut down on cyberbullying in schools too. I mean, I would definitely be for all that as well. Because what's the most important part of life? Because my honest answer on that would be education. Because when I was in school, I didn't even have access to the internet until I graduated back in '98. And that's way before I went to college. Oh, and furthermore, and just to let you guys know, I started programming certain types of phones before I even went to college for IT. And if you need verification of my education, as a matter of fact, I can pull that up as well. Oh, just passed it. There it is. Oops. And this is a private school, guys. Just to let you know, this is not it's not a university. It's basically a private school. But if anybody was to ask me for recommendations of going to that school, no, I do not suggest it for anyone because because a while back they actually had issues getting accreditations, and that school still has no accreditations to this day. They sit there and try to claim that they do, but no reality they don't. And I can prove that as a simple fact as well. So once I pull the information out for you guys, feel free to take a screenshot of it and read through it. Read through it very carefully. By the way, here you go. Go ahead and screenshot that, and let me know in the chats if you already took a screenshot of it. Sis, did you get a screenshot of that? I think it's your volume up and your power button. You press both of them, press and hold both at the same time. I'll send you a picture of it. Matter of fact, I'll do that now. You should be getting that any moment. Let me know in the chats when you received it. And since I've known you for a while, you could do a thumbs up or you could do a middle finger up, either one. I got thick skin. Fantastic. But yeah, so the reason why I did not complete my semesters, guys, is because that school is more about us, and I could have basically had them for advertising under false pretense, but I chose a different route. Um, basically, basically what that boils down to is I've actually seen people come and go through that school. They would walk in, they would turn around, and they just beeline straight to the exit. Like, damn, that was this person's problem. I mean, you see, it was kind of somewhat humorous at the very beginning because you see somebody come in, see a couple new faces, and then there for a while you wouldn't see them, and then just out of the blue they just come back that one day. They would come in to the school, then they would turn right back around, right out the door, and it's like, wait, this person's no longer here? No, no, no. And of course, you know how colleges are going to be like, hey, by the way, did you hear about what happened to so and so? This person just basically walked into the director's office, gave him the finger, told him to go, you know, and just turned around out the door. It's like, well, damn, no, I didn't hear about that. When did this happen? Oh, this happened probably about 20 minutes ago. But gossip and rumors and stuff like that just wasn't my thing. Just never has been. But I mean, we applied. I mean, I've had some good days. I've had some really bad days. And then just out of the just something completely unexpected just happens. That person just walks in, they give the finger, they turn around, walk out the door. They're sitting there just using different choice words, and it's like, well, wow, like what the hell happened to this person? It's just not 20 minutes ago. This person was in a happy-go-lucky mood, and turns around right out the door. Saying, okay, and just kind of get it's just kind of I kind of looked at this person walking out the door, and I turned around, got right back to my schoolwork. But yeah, I mean, I mean, I've had my ups and downs in that school, but I've also had my good days, my bad days. I mean, everybody's going to have those. In total disregard of who they are, but you know, not everybody's going to have the same response or same reaction when having a bad day. And the person could pick something up, and just chuck it down the hallway. Then again, you got some people that just speak loud enough to where people could be hurt, where that person could be hurt 5 miles down the road. Well, I was on the phone with this person until I've heard this person screaming. Oh, how far away was it? Oh, it sounded like it was about 5 miles away. But and also another reason why I left too is because there was a lot of safety issues. They got medical fields, and some of their equipment for their radiation and stuff like that was in fact unsafe. And then as soon as I caught wind of it, I just immediately asked them for a transfer, and they gave me a whole entire unofficial script. They gave me a my unofficial transcript, and that's what I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to go back to that school. I pretty much washed my hands with it at that point. I kept getting phone calls and phone calls and phone calls. Hey, by the way, we just want to know if you'd like to come back to complete your semester. And it's like, no, because every time, I mean, I every time I had a complaint with somebody, they'd always revert me back to this person. Just the constant gaslighting and so forth. Nah, guess this wasn't my thing. So I just myself out of that situation. And per se, guys, if you do actually happen to go to college and this is your first time, they're going to try to tell you to get a student loan. I do not recommend getting a student loan because if you do happen to get one, it could probably take you years and years and years to be able to pay that, plus late fees and all that other garbage. It's not even worth it. Why put yourself in debt like that? I mean, myself personally, it's just I just don't I just can't see myself doing something like that. And I mean, I would hate to see that people on here, my all my subscribers, I mean, it's not even a matter of subscribers. I want to see somebody go through a whole entire lifetime of debts, going through a school, not knowing if they're going to like that class or like the school or not like the school or classes or what so forth. I mean, call it what you will, but I just don't see myself. I don't see people. I don't see myself getting a loan, and I'm strongly against it myself. So if you guys don't get loan, so if you guys do go to a school and say your Pell Grants and your intuition's all paid for, and they try to tell you to get a student loan, just tell them. I mean, myself personally, I would. I've already told them no. I wasn't going to do the student loan. They're like, oh well, you're going to have to get that to maintain being a student here. No, I'm not, because a lot of these schools, what they'll do is when you do get a student loan, what they don't tell you is a lot of that, some of that goes back to the school, and a lot of these people that tell you to get a student loan get commissions from the government for that specific purpose. I didn't fall for it. And I told them flat out, I said, no, I'm not getting a student loan. I don't need one. Never I've never took out a loan a day in my life. and I'm not about to start now. So if you guys do happen to go through that situation there and they tell you that you have to get a student loan to be a student there, you do not. And because if you've already paid for one full semester and they try to tell you that and you don't get that, they can't force that on you guys. Just to let you know that they if they say that that is school policy, policies are one thing, but if it's a policy to keep you in debt for a very long time, no. I strongly suggest not getting the student loan because that's their way of keeping you in debt. So they got you right up underneath their thumb. It's kind of like that little ant that you see walking across the little sidewalk, and when you get tired of looking at him, look at that as your financial records. Because by the time it goes to take you to pay it back a student loan, you got to pay back interest. You got to do this. It's just one hoop after another. You pay that back. If you miss a deadline, they sock you with interest. And if you're paying at that from a credit card, you're paying the credit card company back. You're paying them interest. You're paying for something 5 times over compared to paying it one time and one time only. Late fees and all this other garbage because they're getting kickbacks off that, guys. So just be careful when you go to a private school or a public school, and you know, keep an eye on your finances because it's very simple to get overdrawn. It's very simple to then you have to pay the bank late fees, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, why go through or stuff like that? That's just my opinion. So and always make sure that you observe everything that's being said in school, no matter if it's in front of you, beside you, behind you. Always keep your ears open because you never know who could be saying certain things and where that information could be going. One day you could just be on your way to school, and the next thing you know, you're called into an office. Oh, yeah, by the way, we heard that you said this. We heard that you said, wait, what? No, I didn't say that. So always keep your wits about when you're going to either a private college or a university. Well, universities probably aren't as near as bad. I don't know. Never been to. I've been to a university, but never was a student at a university. So private colleges, there's going to be a lot of canvassing between different students about what this person did, what that person did. You know, in a way, kind of just blended in. I kind of sat in, but I didn't fit in to those groups. You got people that just sit there, they'll gossip back and forth, back and forth. Oh, hey, by the way, did you hear about what happened with this person? I don't care about that person. I don't care about hearing about anything that's far from the truth. And if you're going to talk, and I would tell people, hey, if you're going to talk about somebody, make sure that that person is there to defend themselves so that they can as long as it doesn't contain any violence or anything in a public school or a private school. I mean, I'm not all for that. I'm a very peaceful person, but it's just got to get throwing some examples out there for you guys. A little food for thought and a little bit of an educational status for you. So the more you know, the more you grow. So just be careful. So if there's anything that I may have missed, or if you guys have questions, feel free to ask, and I will answer those as to the best of my knowledge. If there's something that if there's something that I do not have an answer to, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do, because in all reality, at the end of the day, I really, so I just pretty much giving you a little I'm giving you a little bit of an insight on the student loan thing. So therefore, keep that in mind. And if they try to say, "Oh, well, you have to do this, you have to do that," truthfully, you don't have to do squat, but just be a student and learn what they're teaching. So then, therefore, you can learn exactly what they're teaching, and then you can graduate and probably not you did. So, I mean, I'm not trying. Well, myself, I kept everything pretty much more personal. I was pretty much the quiet type, but I sat back and I observed everything. There's something that didn't seem to fit right with me. I always questioned it. So always be careful with every decision you make in life, because sometimes those decisions can always come back to bite you in the end. I'm going to leave it there on a positive note, guys, and hopefully everything that I had mentioned here, hopefully, well, I'm pretty sure that you all pretty much have learned something from it. So, again, guys, I'm going to leave that on a very discreet note, short, brief, and very sweet. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to. Oh, you're talking about the. No, you have a right to refuse that. Because you remember the conversations that we've had back in the past about the Nuremberg Code. If it's in reference to that, then if it's yeah, you have a right to question. Yeah, you have a right to question everything. And if they say, "Oh, well, this is a COVID shot," no, you don't have to take that. All that right there, all that's dead and gone. That's that's just something. I'll tell you more of that on a personal note. I'm not going to mention that here on the live stream, but I will definitely tell you. I'll let you know as soon as I call you. But no, if something like that's not FDA approved, you are not obligated to take any of that. You have a right to refuse it. They can't do nothing to you. Because, like I said, it would be a direct violation of all 10 of the Nuremberg codes of 1947. And a violation of 218 U.S. codes. 18 U.S.C. section, or no, violation of 18 U.S. codes, subsection 2381, and violation of 18 U.S. code, subsection 2385 of the United States Constitution thereof. Treason and crimes against humanity. If it's not FDA approved, you do not have to comply. And that's basically what they were wanting people to do is it was all about compliance. You don't do anything against your will. And even if it is a law that's stating that, it's unconstitutional because not so much well, it is unconstitutional, but it's also very repugnant to the United States Constitution. So therefore, you as a U.S. citizen have the right to not comply. They can't touch you. Having to get a religious exemption, like for say our situation. Well, my situation being who I am and what nationality I grew up in or grew up as. You're not under any strict obligations. But I'll let you know about that. I'll let you know more about that here in a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of wrap this up. I don't much blame you. Not by far. Give me about 5 minutes, sis. I'll go ahead and call you here in the next 5 minutes, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up for the night and give you a buzz, get supper started, so forth. Continue on with the rest of my night. But anyway, guys, I want to thank each and every single one of you for being here on the channel, for being here on the live stream tonight. I definitely want to thank you guys for also supporting the channel. I will be live streaming again Tuesday, same exact time, 8 o'clock p.m. to 8:30, not 8:30, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, excuse me. Again, 8 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Since I didn't say that in my last live stream, I do convey my apologies. Mistakes were made, guys, so keep that in mind. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming to hang out tonight. And until next time, be safe, stay sharp, stay frosty, stay vigilant, and most of all, keep your head on the swivel. Till next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.